What is going on, guys? Sid here with another spooky season specials, and guys, today we have an insane video for you guys. So guys, today we're trying something a little different, right? We're playing pinball. We are playing, well, essentially meta retro pinball, right? We are playing pinball on the PlayStation 5 Stern Pinball Arcade. Guys, I just purchased the bundle, literally just purchased this bundle, and guys, I think it was the best decision I could have made at 2 o'clock in the morning. Well, 1:45 in the morning, right, was when I purchased this. And guys, pinball was a staple in the 70s, 80s, slowly started to fade, kind of like towards, like, I want to say the late 90s, early 2000s, when PC and console gaming kind of took over that same space. But pinball still has a huge following. It's a very, it's a niche market now, but it has a cult classic following, right? People that grew up in a specific time period or had access to it during their childhoods, they're going to go straight to it. And guys, they still churn out classic pinball machines. On any given day, you will just like find a new special edition pinball machine based on iconic movies, and it's just so super dope. So guys, there's like a really cool pinball arcade, because I really love pinball, by the way. There's like a really cool one in New York City, very close to, I want to say, Madison Avenue. I can't remember the exact street or the avenue, but if you're ever in New York City and you want to just try out one in Manhattan, it's a really cool spot, right? Like next to like a whole bunch of like cool little like bars, and you know, you can do a bar crawl and play some pinball. I don't know, I actually don't know if that arcade still exists, but there's a couple cool ones in the city. But there's like this like really cool spot. Damn, I wish I had like if you guys like are in the New York City vicinity right now, let me know in the comments down below if you happen to see this video. Let me know what the place is called, because I'm blanking right now. This is like 2 o'clock in the morning when I'm playing pinball. Right, and I'm going cold turkey on this machine, right? But I love pinball. Growing up, I had a pinball machine. But I think they like used, like, I used to just like kill the batteries, right? I had one at home, right? A little mini one, and it was really cool, right? So that was my first experience with pinball, and I think I want to say during like the Flash era games, right? On Newgrounds, not on Newgrounds, right? Yeah, on Newgrounds there was a couple pinball machines, the pinball Flash games that I used to play, and obviously when we had our PCs, we had that space pinball or whatever it was called. I can't even remember that right now, but I'm blanking on that. But you guys are gonna know exactly what I'm talking about. It's pretty much a generational thing, right? So that was another experience. But the coolest pinball machine I actually played, well, digital pinball machine that I actually played, I'm gonna reference it right now. It was a South Park pinball machine that they offered right when the game. Right when the shows were brand new, when the movie just came out, the first movie, like around that time, when the Flash pinball game was given. I don't even know if you can still access that pinball machine, but it was super cool, and I used to just smash that religiously. Like, I used to smash that pinball machine religiously. But guys, back to Ghostbusters, right? This is like the first run I did was literally to just get the camera angles set up and just like to learn the controls, and I just backed out. And then I just jumped into this. And guys, I'm already on multi-balls, right? So, that's awesome. So pinball, like if you guys are new to pinball, I doubt any gamers are. Gamers are pretty knowledgeable when it comes to pinball in terms of like reflexes and angles, because pinball's all about angles, right? And it's about like beating the machine, right? Because there's gonna be some blind angles where you know, you're just gonna lose the ball, right? So that's when you have to like tilt the machine and stuff like that. But I don't tilt, right? I get scared of tilting. So most of my plays are usually conservative. But to like the people that are more like to the pinball heavy community, guys, if I'm throwing out any mistakes or whatnot, or in terms of terminology, guys, do correct me, because I play pinball, but I'm not like, you know, like an expert, right? And the thing is, like, I'm doing good for my first run. Like, I'm doing great for my first run, right? And I'm like, this is my first official run, and I just purchased the game, and I'm so happy. Like, the music sounds awesome. Like, I hope I don't get a copyright claim, because I'm trying to talk over the music as much as possible, right? So there's no stupid copyright claim, right? Because I think that's just it's amazing that it's offered, but it's also it could also kick me in the butt, right? So I really want to get this video out to you guys. Like, I want to show you guys, like look, I just purchased this, and it's like the most epic pinball machine like I've seen in a while, right? It's so colorful, so dynamic, right? The color scheme, the lighting is amazing. The pop-ups, where Slimer is, it's absolutely awesome. This is like the first Ghostbusters movie, if I'm not mistaken. It's been so long since I've seen that movie, because I was a kid in the 90s, right? But every kid that grew up in the 90s, all we watched were 80s movies, right? 80s, 60s, 70s, 80s movies, and your parents will give you the range, right? Like, they were, like, my parents in particular, they were big on Abbott and Costello movies, right? So I grew up with those, right? So a lot of the monster flicks were my favorite. And this is right up my alley. Like I told you guys, I really do love spooky season, right? Like, everything about spooky season specials it's pretty much nostalgia based as well, but it's so it's like retro, it's nostalgia based, it's my childhood. The aesthetics I just naturally love. I have, you know, like I'm just naturally drawn to that genre, the wholesome horror as well as the comedic horror aspects, the comedic, you know, just anything with, you know, that can move away from reality a little more, right? And you know, just give you a different experience altogether from your day-to-day, right? So that's my little speech, my little monologue on pinball and just retro gaming general, right? And after a while, I get tired of like 3D gaming, right? Like, this is 2D, 3D, and 3D. This is essentially 3D, right? But lately I've been showing you guys 2D platforming and 2D, 3D platforming. That's what I meant to say, right? Because this is 3D, right? So the reasoning behind that is because, like, after the PlayStation 1, the PC and the PlayStation 1, 3D gaming took off, right? And when 3D gaming kind of took off for me, I played nothing but 3D games, right? And a lot of the 2D games, right, I would always revisit them, like during Christmas time, during the holidays, right, during the fall season and during Christmas time, because that's when I usually get them a lot. So it's kind of like ritualistic for me. So, Toy Pop, right? On one of my birthdays, one of my in-laws, ex-in-laws, right? Can I say in-law? One of my ex-family members, right? Got divorced. Got me one of the coolest, like, compilation discs, right? It was the Namco Museum volume, right? And I wish they carried that on the PS5 or in the PlayStation Store, right? Because that bundle had one of my favorite Christmas-oriented games, Toy Pop, right? And I used to play that religiously. I still play it religiously during Christmas time, right? During the holidays. It's another game I love to feature during the holidays, right? And unfortunately, I can't capture that game, right? But another thing I like to capture is pinball. And guys, look at my score, right? This is literally cold turkey, my score. And I feel like I have a busy day coming up, and that's why I have the jitters right now, right? Like, there's a lot of anxiety going on. So I have like a big day tomorrow, well, later today, and I was like, you know what, let me just purchase this right now and get this pinball, get some pinball content out to you guys, right? And there's my high score, 169 million on cold turkey, right? So as soon as I learn this machine, it's gonna be even better. Guys, this has been Sid with another spooky season specials.
Welcome to the
you guys can do me a huge
Ghostbusters,
solid. Likes, comment, subscription, notification bell, you know the deal. And guys, I think we just did something absolutely epic out of nowhere, right? So cool, we just got a cool little cheeky little video out of nowhere. So guys, this is in between the time that FIFA takes to come out. Cheers, peace, love, all the blessings to you and yours. Sid.